It sometimes happens that a discussion of the advantages that one cruiser has over another escalates into a banal dispute of who is going to beat whom in battle. At the same time, the involved parties forget that the ships of this type are very different, and they can accomplish their primary task, supporting their allies, in different ways. I won't even start talking about the individual playstyle of each player. So, dear friends, please welcome a fresh addition to the glorious squad of Universal Soldiers, German Tier 8 cruiser Mainz. 51,000 tons of total displacement for heavy cruisers. That was the limit defined by the Anglo-German Naval Treaty of 1935, in accordance with which the 3 cruisers of the Admiral Hipper class were built. Of course, Germany wanted more ships like this, armed with powerful 203mm artillery. However, in an attempt to deceive their partners and demonstrate their goodwill, the Germans designed 2 more cruisers on the basis of Admiral Hipper's hull. But with 150mm artillery, they would have been formally classified as light cruisers, but with one peculiar feature. The barbette bases of the triple gun turrets of the main battery were to have the same diameter as that of twin turrets with 203mm guns. Thus, they could be installed instead of the 150mm turrets at any given moment. However, by 1937, Hitler decided that all this pretending was no longer necessary, and the K and L cruisers were designed as heavy cruisers with 203mm guns from the start. In World of Warships, cruiser Mainz has been recreated according to the initial German project with 150mm main battery artillery. You will probably have recognized these guns. German ship Nürnberg is armed with the same SK-625 mounts. Their advantages include a quick reload time of 6 seconds, good flat ballistics, and high damage per minute. Mainz's 12 guns are capable of raining a true hail of fire down on the enemy, making the cruiser a perfect destroyer hunter. Moreover, Mainz is equipped with an excellent version of the hydroacoustic search consumable. It can detect enemy ships at ranges of up to 6 kilometers and torpedoes at up to 4 kilometers. Additionally, she carries numerous torpedo tubes with 2 quadruple tube launchers on each of her sides. With a toolset like this, Mainz is more than capable of supporting Allied destroyers in their fight for key areas. Nevertheless, at the beginning of a battle, it's better to fire at enemies from long distances, especially since a swift dash to a key area is beyond her capabilities due to her relatively low maximum speed of 32 knots. The ship is quite sturdy. She has 42,500 HP, which is higher than average for Tier 8. This is why Mainz can be quite forgiving of some tactical mistakes, apart perhaps from being focused fired upon by battleships. However, you'll still have a chance to survive the ordeal if you find yourself outnumbered in the heat of battle, as long as the enemy forces aren't overwhelming. At least, any foes who choose to oppose Mainz will pay a very high cost for prevailing over her. Still, you had better stay close to your allies, because she's much more efficient as a team player. The ship plays well in a support role, especially during air raids. The cruiser has decent AA defenses to fight off aviation, which are further reinforced by the fighter consumable, and the ability to mount defensive AA fire instead of hydroacoustic search. She won't fall easy prey to carriers. Thanks to her balanced characteristics and the diverse possibilities that she offers her captain, cruiser Mainz can rightfully be called a versatile ship, one that's equally good at defense and offense. Playing her will be comfortable for everyone, regardless of playstyle. You can select the upgrades that best suit your approach to the game yourself. If you prefer active gameplay, you should pay attention to the following upgrades. Main Armaments Modification 1, Engine Room Protection, or mount the Hydroacoustic Search Modification 1 special upgrade, available for Cole in the Armory in the same slot. Aiming Systems Modification 1, Steering Gears Modification 1, and Concealment System Modification 1 will also come in handy. The recommended set of commander skills is typical for a cruiser. If you have 10 points, invest in Priority Target, Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, and Concealment Expert. If you have 19 points, add Demolition Expert, Expert Loader, Jack of all trades, and Vigilance. Cruiser Mainz brings increased XP and credit income to her owner. Apart from that, I'm sure that this ship will help you write many glorious pages in the book of your victories. After all, she's named after the city where book printing was invented. Good luck, captains.